Okay, hi. So the question is, for the prompt is, what influence do you think Tertullian's ideas have had on Christian views of women in magic or views of women in general? So what I wrote is, I think Tertullian's ideas were very mixed. It didn't make things change for women because his ideas were taking into consideration. He said that his interpretation of the stars started the ideas of women. It meant that women were allowed to actually look semi-decent. He mentioned that some women actually started to wear colorful stones like necklaces, and some of them actually discovered the natural properties of herbs. So that's how they learned how to make charms, and that aroused the desire to try everything else. Um, so I quoted on here the bracelets of gold which they wrap around their arms, the color preparations which are used to dye wool, and that black powder which they use to enhance the beauty of their eyes. Essentially, they're talking about makeup. Anything flashy was weird and wasn't right, and that was seen as something evil that they were learning from the fallen angels that must have taught them. Um, and here it says, if indeed we must call what we have passed on teachings, then evil teachers must have necessarily have taught evil lessons. If these are the wages of sin, then there can be nothing beautiful but the reward for something evil. But why should they have taught and granted such things? Are we to think that women, without the material of adornment or without the tricks of beautifying themselves, would not have been able to please men when these same women, unadorned and uncouth, and as I might say, crude and rude, were able to impress angels? So I think his, if I can scroll up, I think his views with women and magic just made it kind of hard for them, and anything essentially that they would do, like makeup or anything that would wear, was just essentially seen as um, just probably associated with magic when maybe sometimes that wasn't the case. Um, so I think his ideas and views had a really good, or not a really good, but a huge impact on women and how they were viewed during this time. So, yep.